Hello everybody, it's the Geek Guy here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a slightly different from what we've been doing these past couple of weeks. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Star Wars The Vintage Collection figure. This figure is the Han Solo in his Stormtrooper outfit from A New Hope, or otherwise known as just the regular Star Wars. Now this figure I just received today. I got it online from Target.com. It is a Target exclusive, so it's, I think, for UK people it was showing up at like Smith's, or you know what there's like a store over there called like Forbidden Planet or something like that. I'm not very good with like the names of that stuff, but I believe you should be able to get it over there. But yeah, like I said, this is a Target exclusive. Let's take a quick look at the packaging. As you can see, very classic, the A&H logo, because it's a vintage collection. You got the Kenner logo down at the bottom. You got Mr. Han Solo right there. Now, it looks kind of fuzzy and stuff. It looks almost like drawn, but if you get it in hand, it's just like really dark. It is a movie still. You got the red bubble and the red name pill up there, and you can see the figure right here. Looks very good. Now, if I could get my backdrop to stop moving around and making noise. Turning around to the side, I believe this is Vintage Collection Wave 5 or 6-ish. Other figures of the set include Elite Praetorian Guard, Captain Phasma, Chewbacca from A&H, Imperial Stormtrooper, he's actually Rogue One, go figure, and Lando Calrissian. Oh, actually, you know what, I almost just forgot. If you want to read that, you can pause. Nice little bubble. I really like the packaging on these. I couldn't tell you the differences between this and the 77 packaging and the original Run of Vintage Collection packaging and the Saga Collection packaging. I'm sorry, I'm just not that good yet. But overall, I really like the packaging. However, I will be opening this figure, much to the dismay of some Star Wars collectors. So what I'm going to do now is going to remove this figure from its bubble, and I will be right back. And we are back, figure in hand. So it was really easy to remove this from the packaging. Let me bring that in now. I'm a loose collector, but I kind of like this packaging, so I just kind of very neatly, kind of like ripped into it. So it still looks nice. I could still put it back and probably like put a little piece of Scotch tape or just hang it up on the wall or whatever. And it should be noted on the back that it says VC143. This is the 143rd figure to come out of the Vintage Collection series, which is arguably the best series of Star Wars figures ever made. Arguably. Some might say the vintage stuff. But anyway, so figure out of the packaging. It looks really nice. He has a holster on it. I'll get to that in a minute because it confuses me. But all in all, I really like it. So let me see if I can zoom in on the face. The face looks phenomenal. I think it looks really like Harrison Ford. You can't really see if it'll focus. You really can't see like that. It's not wanting to focus. You really can't see like the dots that come with the real scan on these figures. Like, it just looks really clean, and I really wish it would focus so I could show you. Wondering if that light is doing it. I bet it's that other light. Let me go ahead and turn that off. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. But anyway, so the head looks really good, and one thing you guys should note if you were going to display it loose, that the helmet it comes with, it seems like they've taken extra precaution to make sure that the paint won't rub off, because I think, I don't know if it ever did that on other figures, but I know sometimes you get like old clone troopers and stuff like that, the hair is kind of like smudgy and stuff like that from the helmet coming on and off. It doesn't seem like it'll do that with this Stormtrooper helmet, but we'll get to that in a minute when we look at accessories. Now, as far as the actual molding and sculpting goes, it looks really good. You got some black dots right there. I still have no idea what those black dots are for. You have his utility belt. It looks really nice. It is a separate piece, but I don't believe you can take it off. It would be kind of cool if you could, just so you could put it on your other Han Solo figures, but I don't see where you could. But it still looks really nice, and it's a separate piece, so it can move around and stuff. It's got the cod piece, got like the black mesh uniform underneath. You got the nice thigh pieces. Got the left knee guard, no one on the right, pretty accurate. The black soles of the boots. It's all really shiny white, looks really nice. His left hand is molded with a trigger finger. I have no memory of Han Solo being a lefty, but I guess it could have been, I don't remember. Like I said, right hand is just a standard grabbing hand. Articulation is good, which we'll go over now. Got a ball joint head, so it moves all the way around. So 360 degrees, and the ball joint can look down that far, up that far, so not a lot of range of movement right there. I really wish my my stupid setup would stop kinkling and stuff like that. So on the shoulders, you have this articulation right here, nice little hinge. Pretty loose on my figure, actually. Let's see about the other side. Pretty loose, but it's not, like, it's really easy to move around and stuff, but I don't think it's going to fall over time. It's going to get screwed up. The elbow, I'm going to actually zoom this out a little bit now. Elbow moves up and down smoothly. Got a nice 360 degree rotation at the wrist. And is there a hinge? I don't believe there's a hinge. I'm kind of still used to wrestling elites and basics as far as that goes. Have a torso, a little ball joint underneath his abs, right below his above his abs. Looks all the way down. It could go down that far, go up that far. You have rotation, no rotation at the waist. I believe this kind of like replaces that. At least I don't believe so. You got ball joints at the, what do you even call that? The inner thigh, the upper thigh. You got, excuse me. You got just a standard joint right there at the knee. And you have articulation. You have no pivot in the ankles, but you do have a nice joint. And yeah, so these, I don't know how many points of articulation they are touting. Let me see if it says so on the back of the packaging. It does not. I want to say, was that like 17 or something like that? Pretty good articulation. Going to be able to get a good range of poses, especially for a 3 3/4 inch figure. This is not like a standard 6, 7, 8 inch figure like we are used to on this channel. So now let's take a look at accessories. Now first and foremost, this is a Stormtrooper disguise, so he's got to have a Stormtrooper helmet. And if we put that on him, fits over nice and smoothly, and it looks pretty good. So, you know, you put that on him, and you either have him sneaking around the Death Star, or you just have another Stormtrooper to add to your collection, which is always fun. I always loved figures in these disguises because they doubled as 2 figures, especially when I was littler and I was playing with them. I just had more Stormtroopers, and you really can't see the head unless you like look underneath them. So it looks pretty good. I like the Stormtrooper helmet. Let me take that off so I can get that in greater detail. So, looks pretty dang good, I would say. If it would focus, yet again, I'm having focusing issues. It seems like this time it's coming from this light. Ugh. It's not wanting to focus, probably because it doesn't look very much like a face. See if I can. But, I don't believe this is the same sculpt as the Rogue One style. It looks, I mean, it looks good, but it doesn't look like the Rogue One. I could be wrong about that, though. I have not seen the new Rogue One Stormtrooper, so I couldn't tell you if that helmet is removable. That might just be the same head sculpt as the basic figure. But anyway, if we put that on him right now, and then the other accessory he comes with is his trusty Stormtrooper blaster. What's this called? Is this the E11? This might be the E11. So that can fit in either hand, but of course you're probably going to want the left hand due to the trigger finger. Now I'm going to take him out of frame to put that on him, just so I can get the finger in the trigger guard. Takes one moment. Alright. So it looks like that. Fits him pretty nicely. I'm not worried about it falling down. And same with the helmet. I'm not worried about it chafing the paint. I'm also not worried about it falling down or falling off or anything like that. The only gripe I have with this figure thus far, and I'm probably just being an idiot and not realizing how to use it, but his holster, I have no idea how it works, because it's like a hollow piece, but it looks like there's something there, like there's a way to put the gun in there in that little T-hole. I really wish it would be focusing on the figure right now. There you go. So, like, it looks like there's a way to put that gun in there, but I can't figure it out for the life of me. I was kind of messing around with this figure for a couple minutes. I don't even know if you are supposed to do it. Perhaps that is just decor. Either way, I mean, it still looks cool. Still, if I can figure out how to make it functional, I will post that on my Twitter page or on the Instagram page. But I think closing thoughts, I really enjoy this figure. I don't know if it'll be my favorite of the current VC figures. This is actually the only of the new VC figures I own, so I still got to get, you know, like Yak Face and Claw 2. I'm probably going to pass on all the sequel characters just because I already own so many versions of each of them. I don't want to pay $13 a piece for new ones. I don't need Snoke in my life after 8. So, I really like this figure, though. I really like the original trilogy, and this Han Solo is a great figure, and one that really doesn't get made. And, of course, if you're planning on buying that new Luke 3-pack that's coming out towards fall, this is a must-have. And it's available on Target right now, so I would definitely recommend buying this figure. Now, if you guys enjoyed my end of this deal, my video, please be sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe for more future content. Subscribe for more shaky camera because it doesn't like me right now. And comment your thoughts on this figure. Comment some figures that you guys would want to see in the VC line. It's relatively new right now. Of course, it's got the original, but they're still going to be doing re-releases and stuff. So comment below what characters you would like to see, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye.